Hi, I'm Steve Jones, and welcome to another Friday Flyway tip. This time we're going to look at detecting file groups. So if you've never used file groups, it's a way of organizing data into different groups. Some people use it, because they have to spread things across multiple disks, or potentially for performance reasons or restore reasons, they may add another file group. So in this case, I've got a development database. You've seen I added a file group in a file. If I were to actually look at this thing here in properties, what we would see is I've added the file group indexes. It's not my default. And I've added a file in here as well. So this file group index 1 is on indexes. How you do file groups is beyond the scope of this. But in any case, I want to add some tables that use file groups here. In this case, because I'm in Flyway Enterprise, I also need a shadow database. So I just perform the same operation in my shadow that lets me generate and modify the script. So I've done these, and now I've got this table, which I'm just going to create. Now this looks like a normal table, except I've added the on clause, which just puts it on this file group. That's really what that means. So when I go to Flyway desktop, let's just refresh this so we can see it. You'll notice that when I refresh this, I'll see my change. I'll see my new table, which is horribly named, by the way. But you see I don't have that on clause here. So it's not detecting this. Now, for a lot of people, they don't care about that because they just are using file groups to manage space. But some people, for performance reasons or disaster recovery reasons, actually want that. So why doesn't it show up? Well, in here, we have comparison options. I'm going to type file, not file group, because we have a grammar error here, and we also are missing a comma here and a comma here. Sorry, I'm an editor, so that bothers me. But in any case, you can see we ignore file groups. So let's turn that off. Come back. Once we save this, this will refresh automatically. And we'll see that I now have my on clause as part of the code that I'm saving here. So on indexes is there. So let's save this to the project. This will put it in my Git repository. And once this is done, I'll actually generate the migration script for this change, which also should include that on clause, because if I'm trying to manage certain objects in a file group for some particular reason, then I do want to do that. And I think I have a different problem in here, but likely this isn't going to work. That's okay. I've been experimenting this database with a number of different things, and so I think I've got a piece of code that doesn't work here. But in any case, I did detect this. I don't want to retry that. I did detect this here, and if I were to look in my file system, in my schema model, we actually do have that correct piece of SQL in there, and we do. We see it right here. So in any case, that's how you get the option to show up so that my file groups are correctly tracked. So turn that off if you care about file groups, and hopefully this helps you better use Flyway Enterprise.